Welcome back, everyone. This is Deathstroke9, and today we are going to be attempting to play Rune Quest. Not sure how this is going to go, but I guess we can just begin. So, yeah, this is my first time playing. I've got with me Jason and Jim.
Hello.
And
Hi.
you guys... Who has played before? Jim, have you played before?
I have never played this before.
Okay. Well, we're all new to this, so bear with us as we go through this. But yeah, this is part one of a scenario that came with the Game Master Adventures booklet, and yeah, it's going to take place in storm season of 1625. Now, it has been snowing for the past week, like blizzarding.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Thank you. 1 second, let me move this stuff into the proper position. Alright, it has been blizzarding for the past week. There is almost a foot of snow on the ground. Now, let me find your character's name. Okay. How do you pronounce your character's name, Jim? Hofdranor? Hofdranor, thank you. Alright, Hofdranor, why are you currently on your horse, which is galloping down Herder's Path, which is between Apple Lane and the Naimi Vale, headed to Clearwine Fort?
Hofjanor is definitely picking his way carefully down the road. He doesn't want his horse to break a ankle or anything on a hidden wheel rut or anything in this 1 foot of snow cover. So he's being careful making his way down the road. He's wrapped up tight against the wind and the cold. He's got his hide cloak wrapped around him. He's got his armor. He's got a spear and a bow and a sword. Hofdranor is he's a member of the Culbrea tribe from the Culbree clan, and he is a veteran of the wars. He saw Keller Starbrow crowned as prince of Sartar, and he has traveled from his tribal lands and is headed from Johnstown towards Apple Lane, and then from Apple Lane toward Clearwine Fort in order to find work as a guard, mercenary, or perhaps take on an oath to some noble house, and also to see the Temple of Orlanth Rex in Clearwine Fort, which he has never seen.
All right. So, first off, before we continue, just want to ask. So it's Sartar.
I think so.
I was saying Sartar this whole time.
I've been saying Sartar too, but it's fine.
Sartar sounds fine to me. Sartar, I don't know.
I'll use Sartar, because, yeah, I'll just use it that way. Sartar. Okay, anyway. So, to the east, the thick woods of Tarndsee's Grove can be seen, and to the west looms the high cliffs of the Starfire Ridges. Now, as you are carefully making your way down a steep slope into a crevice in the ground, not really a crevice, but like a slope downward, you look to the side and notice that the trees get a little bit closer on either side of the well-beaten road here.
Okay.
And as you're moving down, the horse almost stumbles but catches itself. Jason, what's your character's name?
Jason.
Gotcha. Okay. What was just sent? Oh, okay, thank you. All right, Jason.
Yeah.
Where are you at this moment?
Well, I'm probably outside, probably not too far from a store or something.
Okay. You are approaching Clearwine Fort.
I am?
Yes, you are. Because the fort is let me see. Near the fort there are multiple different places around the fort.
Okay. Is there like a bank? Not a bank, or like a not very well guarded general store?
Well, you see a small collection of farmhouses and other buildings, fields and vineyards surrounding the buildings. You also see something which makes you drop to your knees and stare in shock as this giant shape is looming above you. Now I'm switching back to Hofrendor. Hofdrenor. Hofdrenor. You come out, the trees get closer and closer together as you continue down the slope until finally it opens up into a large clearing.
Okay.
Make a listen roll.
Sure. On Discord?
Yeah, sure.
My listen is what? My listen, I think, is 40. So yeah, let me roll that. Okay, I made it.
Who is
With a 28, just a regular success.
all right. You hear a loud, ominous rumbling noise in the distance to the south, near where Clearwine Fort is.
Uh-oh. Is it like a cloudy day? Is it like overcast from all the snow, or is it clear now?
It is overcast.
Okay. Can I see the fort from where I am?
You cannot yet.
Okay.
I need you to make a scan roll. You
Sure.
have a 25% bonus to the scan roll.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's I roll under a 65. Or a 65 or under. No, I failed. I failed miserably. Whatever it was, I don't see it. I think that might be a critical fail.
You're looking for where the source of the rumbling is coming from.
Yeah.
And you feel it in the ground, which kind of draws your attention down. And as you look down, you suddenly see a shadow go over the ground near you and past you. You look up, but barely see anything except for swirling clouds above you.
By Orlant, what was that? Do I hear anything besides the rumbling?
You hear a loud whooshing noise.
Yeah. About how far am I from Clearwine Fort right now? How long would it take me to get there?
You are about an hour or two away from Clearwine Fort. Still.
Okay. Is there a way for me to make my way, like, kind of get off the road out of visibility and try to get there without being able to be seen from the sky?
Do you have any idea what it could be?
Well, I saw a dragon rise, and I have fear dragons, so I'm afraid it's a dragon.
Okay. Let's see here.
I mean, I think, is that kind of how you're supposed to use those passions?
Yes. So, Good job. Yes. Do you fear it's a dragon, or do you feel deep inside you that you know it's a dragon?
You know what? Let me roll my passion, and we'll say if I roll under my passion, I fear it's a dragon, and if I roll over my passion, then I feel it. How
All
about
right.
that? Sound good?
That works perfect.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, you continue, but this time you're taking caution. You're out in a clearing now, though. It is
Okay.
more of like you have made it past where the woods kind of end and the fields of grain and farmland begin.
Do I see like any farmers or anybody out and about?
You see a small collection of farmhouses and other buildings, fields and vineyards surrounding the buildings. You also see a man who's kind of on the ground. Now, Jason,
Yeah.
you saw what you think is a dragon.
Oh, did I now?
You did. And you watched as this dragon attacked one of these houses that you were actually, checking out for your own purposes. And after attacking it, it just flew off.
$5 on my duck thing. And whatever it's called, I don't know what it is.
Who is that? Is that...
Dan.
Okay. So now you hear hoof. I keep forgetting your guys' characters' names.
Sorry, Hofdranor.
Hofdranor.
You can call me like Hoffa, or I don't know, man. Call me the Hoff.
Okay, David. How's it all?
Hofdranor, are you approaching the man or the kind of broken, some burning-looking townstead area?
The man is by this townstead area?
Yes.
What does he look like? Like, what does this guy look like? Does he look like a farmer, or does he look like a warrior?
He does not look like a farmer. He is dressed in the garb of a warrior. He has leather armor. He is holding an axe, a battle axe in his hand, and he has a bow slung over his shoulder.
Do I have ammunition for the bow?
Yes, write down that you have 20 pieces of ammunition for your bow.
I assume I have the same amount, or around there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So Hofdranor rides up to this man. The man sees, pretty like a tall, pretty strong and muscular guy. He's got like sort of reddish brown hair and beard, green eyes, olive-colored skin. He's wearing bronze armor covering his chest and his midsection, and also like legs and arms and a closed helmet. He's got a big cloak over him as well.
As you get closer to Jason, you notice that he looks a little bit. His armor looks faded, maybe tattered a little bit.
I see.
Does that have anything to do with like the condition of it, or is that just like an aesthetic thing?
That's I'm just describing your character. It has nothing. It's not going to affect anything about it.
Okay.
I'm just describing it. Jason, you hear hoofbeats behind you. Do you look up? You were just praying to your god. I don't know if you want to say who the god is or not, but you were praying to them. That's who you're the cult from, just so you know.
Okay.
So this guy, the guy on the horse has got like a really big shield, and he's got his like a lance, but it's like kind of hooked on his stirrup. He's not pointing at you at you or anything like that. What say you, traveler? Did you see what flew overhead?
I may or may not have seen such a thing.
Well, what good does it do you to quibble, my friend? Either you saw it or you didn't. what happened to this farmhouse? This looks like some horror's been visited here.
You see 3 different areas near this. Like the closest area to you looks like the most ravaged. There's a little animal coral, a barn, and a small wooden house.
I am called Hoftrenor, known as the Restless. I'm of the Culbry clan of the Culbrea. Who might you be?
I'm Jason, from Palomar.
Oh, so you are a native of these lands.
Yes, you are.
Okay, yeah, this is where I'm from. Yeah.
I come from the east, but not far. What happened? Did you see it?
Should I tell him about the dragon, or?
You can if you want to. Do what you think your character would do.
Oh, so a big, scaly. Dragons are scaly, right?
Sure, yeah. You can describe it as you wish.
Big, scaly, terrifying creature. That may or may not be known as a dragon.
I saw the dragon rise. I saw it. Where did the beast go? Hoftrenor gets down off of his horse and starts picking around the farm site, looking for any survivors or anything like that.
The corpse of a mangled ox and a human partially block the entrance to the barn.
What a waste.
Within the barn are the intact and undamaged corpses of 2 cows and 1 ox.
Oh.
Can I pull the corpse of the bull out of the way and get into the barn?
You can make a check for it. Let me find a character sheet to draw off of. You can make a... I want to say strength, but wouldn't that mean I need to... So is that you multiply your strength by 5?
Is that how it works?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, multiply your strength by 5 and roll against that.
Okay. So that's 85. Yeah. Okay. I made it.
You grab the ox under the belly, heave it up, and roll it out of the way.
Oh, God. Does it stink like it's been dead for a while, or does this look like it just happened?
It just happened.
Yeah. All right, pick back up my spear and my shield and poke around in the barn. Anyone alive anywhere in here?
Inside the barn, there are only the corpses of 2 cows and 1 ox. There are multiple stalls, but it's a smaller barn. You do not see any people.
Daniel.
Yes, Jason.
Am I on the spawn? Like, am I...
No, you're still right outside. Would you like to look around at anything else? There's low stone walls surrounding an animal pen, basically.
Could I take the pelt or the skin of the dead animals?
So you're just gonna walk up and try to carve the hide off the animals? You could try. That would be kind of disgusting, but you could try.
Well,
It would take a while too.
For financial gain.
Okay. Do you know how to treat them afterward?
I don't, but I'd probably be good to take it for future. Seeing as,
Is that what you're gonna try and do?
yeah, sell the hide and cook the food.
Okay, you take out the dagger. Use sleight of hand, or roll for sleight of hand.
We find sleight of hand.
I think peaceful cut is butchering. Just FYI.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
let me find it. Peaceful cut.
it's under knowledge skills.
Okay, thank you. Jason, you can make the sleight of hand still, but from this point onward, after this, we will use the peaceful cut skill.
Can I do the peaceful cut one instead?
Yes.
I think I'd be better off with that one anyway.
Yep. All right.
So, what dice do I roll?
1d100. That's pretty much going to be the case for every roll, unless it's damage.
Oh, right. Okay, I guess I
Oh, yeah.
get it. I did it.
So
You butchered the hell out of that corpse.
Let me see. I didn't.
You rolled a 2.
Oh, nice. All right.
Critical
You
success.
deftly and skillfully take your knife. And Jason, every time you succeed at any of the thing that has a little checkbox next to it, you put
Wait,
a
we're supposed
you put a check
I'm-
in the checkbox.
Wait, there's a checkbox? What are you... What are you talking about?
So you see the skills, right?
I know the checkboxes, but what about them?
Whenever you complete a skill, whenever you successfully use a skill, you put a check in the checkbox, and then at the end of a scenario or at the end of a season, you can make that skill better.
Okay, so I only have to do it once, or...
Yes, you only have to do it once, and then you can't check the same thing again until you've already improved it at the end of the season or scenario or whatnot.
Okay, so then I could like check listen but not scan, right?
The ones that do not have the check mark next to them, you have to increase through other means. So yes.
Oh, I mean, but if I failed my roll, then I don't check it, right? Only when I succeed on the roll.
That is correct. Only if you succeed.
Okay, cool. Can I search around in this barn just to see if there's like any, I don't know, like trapdoors or haylofts or anything like that where people might be hiding?
Yes, you can. Remember, there is a house outside, just so you know. But
Okay. Well, I mean, does it look like there's a loft? I figure I'd probably be able to see that pretty easily.
yeah, it does not look like there is a loft.
Okay. I'll go check the house then, I guess.
The doors are barred into the house, but you hear loud breathing coming from inside.
Are there any windows or anything that I could look into?
Yes. So there's a wooden house. There is an entrance at the front, an entrance in the back, and 4 windows, one at each side of the house. Outside the house, there's a small statue to Ernalda.
Daniel.
Yes, Jason.
So I skinned like the animals that. When I skin the animals, I skin.
So you gain their hide. So you gain ox hide. I guess how many did you attempt to do?
I thought I was gonna do like the ones that are on the one that was on the outside and the ones that are in the inside of it.
All right, so
Right.
that's each of these hides is going to be 1 encumbrance. So you have
Okay.
2 cows, 1 so 3, 4. You have 4 cow hides, which would be also 4 encumbrance.
What about the ox hide?
Okay, you have 3 cow hides and 1 ox hide.
And these have like a worth. Do these have like some sort of worth to them?
You could probably sell them if you could treat them correctly. I don't know. Maybe you'll find some use for them.
Like,
So
does it have a set value?
it does not have a set value, no. Not that you would know, at least. Are you going to go into the house, Mr. Hoftrenor?
I'm looking inside. Can I see what's making all that heavy breathing noise?
There
If I look in the
are
window.
there are 4 people huddled together in the inner hearth of the building, the surviving members of this once happy family. There is also a corpse. Now, here's something interesting that you've noticed about all these dead people and corpses. None of them seem to be burned the way you would expect from a dragon attack.
Huh. Is there signs of like burning anywhere else? Like, are the fields burnt, or is the barn burnt anywhere, or there's no signs of burning anywhere?
There was a small sign of burning coming. When you were approaching, remember, you saw burning.
Right.
But now that you're closer, you see that that's coming from inside the building as like a fire.
Okay, so it's like
since
a
it is
chimney.
snowing.
It's like chimney smoke instead of.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll knock on the door and say I mean you no harm. I am a traveler. Do you need aid? Do you need assistance?
Okay. Well, inside there are a few different people. A man comes to the door. He opens it. He's a young male. He has multiple runes tattooed on his body, a cloak covering him, but not much else covering him, but like a loincloth and a cloak. He has braided hair, and he's looking directly at you and wondering, he says, "We do not need your help."
I'll look around.
You look
No
around?
offense. Yeah, I mean, I look around at like the destruction, and I'm like,
Okay.
no offense, friend, but I would argue with you.
One of the ladies in the background, she's reprimands him and basically tells him that he should accept the stranger's help. He turns back to you with an obviously pained expression, but nonetheless he extends his hand out. "My name is Koristal."
Koristal, I am Hoftrenor of the Colbrea. What happened here? I heard a rumbling. I saw smoke, and I see your barn and your beasts have been destroyed. What happened to that person there on the floor? Is he still alive? I know some small spirit magics. I might be able to help him.
Penin the Elder, who is my mother. She has already succumbed to the dragon's breath. He steps a little bit closer.
It's closer to me, or
closer to you. There was a dragon. Yes. What is your reaction to this?
I mean, Hoftrenor probably like shakes and,
You noticeably flinch when he says that.
Yeah. Dragon, that's an ill omen indeed. Where did it come from? I've never heard of dragons in this part of the country before.
Have you heard that the dragon rise happened recently?
I was there. I saw it with my own eyes.
He takes a step back from you. Then you are cursed with dragon magic. I told you he should not have come in here.
Hoftenor like pulls himself up to his full height and says, "I am not cursed. My family fought for this land. I fought for this land. There is no curse on my blood. Watch your words, friend, or I will have words for you."
I meant no offense, friend, but I truly do not think that your help is required. We have lost many this day. Our land has been destroyed, and the dragon has killed many of my family and our food for the winter. What could you possibly do?
Well, there's a man out there taking the hides off of your beasts. You might want to have words with him. I merely came to offer assistance.
Jason!
Yeah.
He comes outside, this man, and he kind of squints at you for a second, then his squint turns into a glare as he comes up right in your face and is like, "How dare you come on my property again? This is the third time I've seen you hovering around here. We know your reputation."
I thought everybody was dead. I wasn't gonna let it go to waste.
You thought everybody was dead, so you just came in. Have you no honor?
This is Pat, for one sec, I'm not gonna actually say this, but isn't there a saying that there's no honor among thieves?
There is no honor among thieves. You are nothing but a petty thief and will never be anything more than a petty thief.
I didn't say it to him, I just said...
Oh, okay, never mind. Yes, I do know that saying. What are you going to say to him?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Perhaps this is Jason young or old or...
He's just as old as you are.
Okay.
You,
I think
Yeah, I think we're both 21, right?
Yep.
yeah, we were all born the same year, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole deal with this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perhaps this man sought to save the hides and the meat of these beasts before it went to rot. Who knows what a dragon's breath could do? It looks like he did a fine job of butchering, at least. Perhaps he meant to protect what he could of your slaughtered kind.
Perhaps you are right, friend. I apologize for my rudeness. I have been very stressed out as of late, and this goes beyond anything I've ever experienced in my lifetime, which admittedly is small.
Where did this dragon go? Jason, you said you saw it. I think it flew overhead to me. Was that south?
I think you guys were going south. It flew overhead in the direction of Thunder Hills.
Okay. All right. So if we're coming from Apple Lane to Clearwine. Okay, so it went. Okay, so it went north back towards Apple Lane. Is that right?
Yeah, Apple Lane, Thunder Hills, all that. I don't have a map on me right this second.
Okay.
Let me go grab one. Be right back. It's right across the 2 feet away from me.
Okay, so what happens to the hides? Do I give it back to them? Do I just keep them? They just forget that I have them?
think Hoftenor would kind of encourage you to give the hides to the people.
Okay. I guess I gave them back. All right, let's continue.
All right, let me find. There's clear wine. So where are you right now? You guys were coming up. Or I mean down, right through there.
Yeah.
I'm poring over a map.
Ooh.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, for some reason I cannot find what I'm looking for. Thunder Hills is what I'm searching for. Well, oh, the Dragon Rise took place right over there. Okay.
Wasn't it that I also saw like the thing being summoned or whatever?
What? What are you
Like
asking?
when we were doing like the like the family history thing, didn't I see like the autograph dude get summoned or whatever?
You did, yes. All right.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, I think you guys might have been at the same event.
Now, like the true dragon rise, like that, like a true dragon is massive, right? It's like miles long, right?
That is correct,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm pretty sure.
And that's
Okay.
what we saw. But like this dragon that just took out this farmhouse, was it that big too?
No, the shadow was in no way miles long or anything like that.
Okay.
So, is this dragon rise any way like, you know, the thing that's in Skyrim when the dragons start showing up? Is there anything like that?
You'll have to find out. I can't tell you. All right. Well, anyway,
like
Chorus.
500-year grace period between us and the two. So
Anyway,
dragons,
Chorustal, the man who's been talking to you, kind of turns to you, Jason, and holds out his hands, expecting you to give him back the hides.
I guess I'll give them to him.
All right. He hands you back one of them, and is like, "Here, keep it for your trouble. Thank you for trying to help us."
Oh, cool.
And then he also looks at you again, suspiciously, though. "You are well known around here as a bandit. Why are you helping us now? Have you finally come to your senses?"
Well, I mean, I don't know, just I like doing it today. I believe.
All right. Whatever.
Let me go into a character. Yeah, disorder. My character's thing is disorder, so you can't really expect anything from him.
A younger girl who's in a corner pleads with you guys and says, "Can you help my mother and uncle? They are badly hurt. They're not moving. I don't think they're dead. And where is father? Did they escape?"
Where are they? Where did you see them last?
Are you asking about the mother and uncle or the father?
I'm asking about all of them.
The mother and the uncle are also in the room. They're two of the other people.
Okay.
And you put two and two together, and the father is the corpse that was outside the barn.
Yeah. Little one, I'm sorry to say, I believe your father lies outside. He has left this earth and returns to the realm of the spirits. But your mother and uncle let me see. I may be able to do something for them.
She breaks down into tears, but the her mother is in the corner, and she weakly says, "Listen, there will be time for vengeance later. You must tell the tribe. Please, can you take my children to Clearwine Fort and tell the Queen what happened here?"
Perhaps you can come yourself with me. Let me see if I can help you. I'm gonna.
She has multiple wounds in her.
Okay. I'm gonna try to use my heal spirit magic. Which one looks the worst?
Let's see. The uncle looks worse, actually. He's not even talking.
Okay.
I've also got magic stuff, don't I? Can't I do something?
You probably could, yes. You have heal as well, right? So,
Yeah.
so Jason
on the
does not
comic book, right?
have Jason does not have the role playing book. So, anytime he wants to cast a spell, I'm gonna have to go look up what it means, just so you know.
Okay. Do you want me to pull up heal then?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah,
Tell me it's called.
if you plan on casting it, then yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to cast the heal spirit magic, not the rune magic.
Okay.
And yeah, let's see here. Where's heal? Okay, so the spell repairs damage done to hit points. The part of the body being healed must be touched. Each point of heal repairs 1 hit point in a designated location. The effect is immediate. If the location is not fully restored, heal can be used again in subsequent melee rounds. Heal cannot raise an adventurer from the dead. However, 2 points of heal will cauterize any wound or severed limb, and 6 points of heal will restore a severed limb to the body if both parts are available. All right, so I'll try to, the uncle's got wounds all over him, it sounds like.
Yes, he's extremely hurt. He was clawed by the dragon.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
He also his face looks weird. Like, it looks almost like it's turning purple.
Oh God. I look at Jason. Do you know anything about? Well, I'll try to heal him first. Does it look like there's a cut on his neck or something? Like he's losing oxygen? I'm gonna try to heal him. I guess that's first thing I'm gonna do.
He's got multiple claw marks across his bare chest.
Okay, I'm gonna try to heal his chest then.
All right.
So I gotta roll under 75 if that's 5 times my power.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm guessing I have the weaker healing spell.
No, my healing spell is butt. I've only got 1 point. All right, so I messed it up the first time. I'm gonna try again, I guess. Does Jason want to try?
I was gonna try and heal the mother if you were gonna heal the uncle.
Okay, I'll stick on the uncle. You stick on the mother.
The little girl is also a healer, and she could use the rune spell Restore Health to help you guys. But she's currently in the corner crying.
Okay. I managed to get 1 heal off on the guy's chest.
So that's 1 point of heal?
Yeah. And did it say 2 points will stop bleeding? This is what it sounds like?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to try 1 more time.
All right. You wave your hands over his chest and invoke the power of your god, and then lay your hands on him and attempt to heal him. 1 point, but did you fail the second time, I think?
Yeah, I failed the first time, then I succeeded the second time, and then I rolled a 99 on the third time.
At least that wasn't a 100.
Yeah.
Actually, what is a fumble? Is 99 still a fumble?
I'm not sure.
Let me check.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Call of Cthulhu, but...
Let's see. Skills. Where am I? This is the wrong book. Here we go. While I'm doing this, Jason, you should Roll against 5 times your power to see if you can successfully do this in the first place.
Okay.
Okay. You said that the rune points could like.
Oh no, it says only a double aught is a fumble, at least for me, because I've got above a 70. I've got
All right,
75.
that's good. All right.
All right, so I'm gonna try it 4 times then, I guess.
All right. How many points do you have, or how many times can you cast spirit magic?
I mean, I can keep casting spirit magic until I run out of magic points, right?
Yep.
And I've got 15 magic points.
Okay. And you just keep using one at a time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're only using small amounts of health, which you're slowly massaging and pulsing into him. But some of it the dragon's wounds are very, very deep. I mean, the wounds the dragon inflicted are very deep, and it's very difficult to really get this little tiny blue light coming out of your fingertips into where it needs to be. Jason, did you roll?
I was asking if the rune points. You said that you can use them to make it more successful.
You can. So you're going to cast a rune spell.
Yeah.
All right.
The heal rune spell.
All right. Let me find it. Heal. Okay, so you have like 3 rune points, right?
Yes.
Okay. Heal wound. Okay. What are your magic points, Jason?
9. I have 9 magic points.
All right. If you use heal wounds, you just convert magic points into hit points into them.
Okay, so
it'll cost 1 rune point, and then you can use up to 9 magic points to give this lady up to 9 hit points.
how much? What's her? Does she have like a maximum? What's her?
Yeah, I will
normal height?
check. Her hit points are currently at 2, and she. I guess I can tell you for the purposes of this. She has 14 hit points total, or max.
Okay. Okay. My power is 9, so it was like 9 times 5, and if it was under that the product of 9 and 5, then I succeeded.
Do you still have to roll if it's a rune spell? That's not an attack?
I think you still have to roll like under whatever rune you're using to activate it. So like whatever cult you're with, like you use a rune from one that you use like one of your runes from that cult. Is that right?
I have no idea.
Yep, me neither. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure I read something like that.
Yep, you're probably right.
Yeah. That 12 I got was a special success, but I can't figure out if that does anything special for healing or not. So
It won't matter because you just needed 2 more points to stop the bleeding.
okay, well
So you
that's
did it.
that's as far as I go. I stopped the bleeding.
Good job.
Hey, hooray!
So did a 22 succeed?
I'm still looking at what it is that you're supposed to be using. Sorry, I'm new to this.
Yeah, it's on page 314. It's under casting a rune spell.
That's where I am right now.
Yeah.
So the adventurer must roll D100 equal to or less than a rune affinity the adventurer shares with the spell. However, heal wound is an R. Or
what now?
Or it has the little R rune. So what if there is no affinity for that, or there is no actual rune for that?
Yeah. Yeah. Spells identified with the R rune can be used with any cult rune affinity.
Jason, what's your highest rune?
Like elemental or power rune?
Either or, but they have to be from the cult, which I think was like chaos and illusion and darkness or something.
Jesus.
That's not what trickster sounds like.
Something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
sounds like a trickster, definitely.
Let me find it. Rune Quest.
Well, my highest rune is a tie between disorder and illusion. But if it's one of the elemental runes, I have darkness at 50.
Just do whatever of those that's the highest. So 75, you said? Or
Yeah.
all right, do that.
Okay.
How many points are you spending? Before you roll, you have to tell me how many points you're going to spend on this.
I already rolled
Okay, what did you roll?
a 22.
Okay, you succeeded. How many points did you spend?
4?
All right. You invoke the power of your god. What is the name of your god again? Yermal, I think.
That's what you told me.
Yeah,
It's
Yermal.
Yermal the trickster.
Yep. Okay. You invoke his power and begin taking the poison or the wounds, taking all the cuts, and kind of using your mind and the power of your god to force them out of the body and into the surrounding ground. So cuts are disappearing, and instead ruts are appearing in the dirt floor on the ground near the lady, as you're tricking the wounds into other areas of existence.
Okay.
And in the process healing her.
Okay.
She stands up, and the guy that you met originally, what's his name? Korostal walks back into the room. Thank you very much, travelers.
No problem.
Yeah, Hoftenor looks over at Jason. That was mighty work you did there. She might not have made it. Does it look like the uncle is going to live too?
Yes, the uncle has his face is turning slightly back to normal. Not
Okay.
not entirely though, but he has stopped bleeding out everywhere, and he started breathing more normally. But there is still a tinge of blue in his face, almost as if he's been poisoned.
Oh. I'll look at, what was the guy's name?
Korostal?
Korstal. You said that young girl there is a healer?
Yes.
He... Hoftenor will crouch down next to her and say, "Child, can you help your uncle?"
She nods and slowly stands up and walks toward him, and casts spirit magic heal too. She basically does pretty much the same type of thing you did, calling on Arnalda and life and fertility to cast that. Let me roll for it. I guess I can roll in here too. Unfortunately, her first attempt does not penetrate the deep wounds. She has magic points to try again, though. And as she slowly squints her eyes in concentration, and then finally just closes them, you see a small little motes of green light kind of around her for just a split second, and the uncle's eyes open for a second, and his face returns to normal. Then they close, and you begin hearing a snoring noise coming from him.
Well, that's good.
Travelers, I hate to ask more of you, but would it be possible for you to go and alert Clearwine?
I will go.
Around, like, the fort.
Yes.
And
Do you
we'll
have
hop off from them?
just a few hours, right?
Say it again?
You said it was like an hour or two away?
Yes. Yeah, it's not far. And that's where you were going anyway. For, what was your purpose in going there?
I was going to go and, like, you know, just, like, worship Orlanth at the temple and look for...
mercenary work, right.
Yeah, mercenary work or guard work, or if there was any, like, you know, household that needed, you know, a warrior or anything like that.
Jason, when you saw that dragon, You saw something of a challenge in it. You felt almost like you were being challenged by the gods themselves to go and try your luck against this creature and prove that your chaos is above their order. However, are you going to act on this feeling, or are you going to turn your back on the whole issue?
Guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, I mean, I can't really see any reason why I mean, if I do turn my back on it, at that point I feel like I'm supposed to go with them and warn the Earwine or whatever it was called.
True, but you could not. So just do what you think your character would do, or what you would like to do.
Well, I mean, I kind of feel I don't really see what else I'd do if I did, and so I guess kind of feel obligated to.
All right. Cool.
Guess I'll go.
All right. You kind
also,
of.
for healing the mother, is there any like skills that I should check off for that?
Which rune did you use?
I really don't know. Just the.
You used this one at 75, right?
Yeah, I used illusion.
All right,
Or
you can check off illusion. You see, there's a little box next to it.
I mean, I used either disorder or illusion because they're the same exact stat, but does it matter?
No, not really. You said you used illusion, so illusion is what you used.
All right.
Put a little check next to illusion, and that will work. Plus, the effect of the spell kind of works for illusion, or what I said the effect of the spell was.
Yeah, if you really think about that, it's kind of how it works. All right. So what now?
I am waiting for the return of Jim. I mean, Hofdranor.
Are there any wild animals around?
Probably, but not right here. There isn't.
I'm back.
All right.
Hofdranor just looks at Jason and says, "What will it be? Will you come with me to Clearwine?"
I guess so. Don't have much else to do at the moment.
There might be more cattle there. You could skin.
Yeah, sure.
You do have a deft hand.
The mother once again asks you to take the young healer with you, so that she will be safe in Clearwine, hopefully.
What's her name?
And what is your name, child?
I don't know how to pronounce this. Penine?
Spell it.
Penene.
Penene?
Penene.
Penene?
Yeah, sure, that'll work. Penene. Yep.
I think we should just go. I think Penny would probably be remote. You said it was spelled Pennie?
No, Penene.
We'll call her Penny for short.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
Do you have people in Clearwine that could take her in? I do not mind escorting her into the fort, but I am no nursemaid.
Yes, of course. Let me just see. Our cousin Iona. She can take her in. Cousin by marriage. She is in the large stone house. She's a servant of, well, not really a servant, but she works as basically the housekeeper of Dornell the Storm Voice's. Let me see. Let's see. Dornell the Storm Voice's main house, which is right outside the Great Hall of the Colomar Kings.
Oh. Is there anyone we should seek out in Clearwine Fort to carry the news of this dragon attack?
Yes. You should speak to Dornell the Storm Voice or Queen Lika. Or both.
What are
They
you
might be
doing, Dan?
together.
Okay.
Or Queen who?
Queen Lika. Leika. Lika?
Yeah, I'm assuming Dornall the Storm Voice is like a rune priest or something of Orlanth. Is that right?
Let me find his. Probably yes.
I'm guessing. But does Hofdranor know anything about him or Queen Lika? Has he ever heard anything about them?
Yes, Queen Lika is she's actually pretty important. Let me find her little backstory that you would probably already know. Okay. So the big political thing going on right now in this part of Glorantha is the situation in Dragon Pass has stabilized somewhat. The Lunar Army has retreated to its winter quarters in Aldichur. In Boldholm, Kalar Starbrow has been recognized as Prince of Sartar by all the tribes, including even Queen Lika, whose acknowledgement of Kalar was noticeably reluctant and guarded.
I thought
bel-
Starbow was a girl. I thought she was supposed to be the queen character.
Yeah, I think Prince is a gender neutral term for some reason.
That's weird, but okay.
It is weird.
Yeah,
But-
yep, you are correct that it is a girl, and it is weird. That is strange that they don't call her princess or queen, but whatever.
Maybe they forgot that there's a term for female prince.
Or maybe it's like a title of the land. and,
Yeah,
like,
that's what
whether
I'm
you're
assuming
male,
is it's a
man
very
or a woman.
That's what I'm assuming is it's a very specific title, so it's
Yeah.
important. Just like being named, I don't know, High Emperor of all of Glorantha or something like that would probably stay the same title. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I don't think there is a High Emperor of all of Glorantha. I just made that up. But, yeah. So anyway, she is the one who was like... She was the last queen of Colomar, and then Colomar was overtaken by the Lunar Empire, and she was dethroned and became a renegade, and someone else was put in her place, and then that guy was assassinated, and she took his place. So she's back in control.
So she was the queen, then she stopped being the queen, then she became the queen again.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
this is Queen Lika, right?
Yes.
That's not Kalar Starbrow.
No, Kalar Starbrow is far away from here. Or not,
Gotcha.
much farther away. Anyway, you asked if you'd know. You probably would know all that because that was a lot of big news.
Okay.
Big political news, and word travels fast in Dragon Pass.
And have I ever heard anything about was it Dorval Storm Voice?
Dornell the Storm Voice?
Okay, yeah.
No, you have not. You assume that he is maybe her advisor or a rune lord or priest.
Yeah. Very well. We will take Penny to Clearwine Fort, to the Great Stone House of Dornell Storm Voice. Carry the news of this attack to Queen Lika, and perhaps win some honor and glory for ourselves,
And
or some silver or red gold.
sound good, Jason? Yes.
Let's say to that,
Yeah.
Jason.
Yes. Okay. We're
So I was looking at something else for a second.
All right, you guys.
Yeah, I put Penny up on my horse, and but
Jason, do
I'll
you have any form? You don't have any form of transport, do you?
No, but
I'll walk
sure there's one
alongside
around.
Jason. I'll Penny can sit on the horse, and we'll walk. We're
Okay,
close
all
anyway.
right.
Yeah, you are close. It's like a few hours walking.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't want to run my horse in the snow, just in case it, broke leg horse is not good to anybody.
Nope. All right, Jason and I'm sorry. Yeah, Jason. I keep forgetting that's your character's actual name. Okay, Jason and Hofdranor, you guys walk alongside the horse, which is slowly high-stepping its way through the powdery snow. It seems happy that its large human has been replaced by this sweet girl.
I keep my bow and my lance are like scabbarded on the horse, but I carry my sword and my shield.
All right, and as you walk along, you slowly start to see the fort come. You start to see it off in the distance. It is built on top of a hill, or almost a mountainous type area. And as you walk toward it, you almost feel as though your endeavor, your attempt to bring this matter forth, and perhaps an attempt to stop the dragon itself, has been blessed by the gods.
Okay.
You feel
About
a strange
how long does
sense
it
of
take us to get
happiness.
there?
It takes you about 3 hours. And
Okay, so I should get about like 2 magic points back, I think, in that time.
Let me see how the magic point replenishing works, but I'm sure you're right, so you can add 2 magic points.
Okay. I used. All right. Cool.
All right, you slowly approach the massive fort
The limo outside.
of Clearwine. What did you say, Jason?
Oh no, there's this huge white limo outside.
Oh, okay.
What does it look like? I mean, is it like one big like walled town, or what is it? Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's fun.
So as you come up to it, you see that there is a small wall around. So there's multiple layers to this place. So there's a long wall that surrounds a huge swath of land, all right? And inside you have an earth temple, a large earth temple, fields and fields of grain and vines and vineyards. You see up at the top a tower to Sartar's tower. Then you've got the city walls, and inside is a huge city, almost a metropolis type place. Can you still hear me? There's a lot of noises going on.
I can hear you, but sorry, hold on. My wife is
Okay.
blending something.
No, it's fine. It's a huge city. And it is walled in, and there are a few entrances to get inside. Did Jason leave?
No, I did not leave.
Okay.
Just ran through the. Are we gonna come across anything?
So you guys, so you enter the first inner wall, or the outer wall of Clearwine. And as you've made it up here, you notice that the roads are now paved with stone and cobblestone. And the snow is lightly falling around you. I should probably stop describing fields of grain if it's all snowy. Fields of dead grain.
That.
Yeah, you got fallow fields covered in snow, probably, right?
Yeah.
Although there's winter wheat. I know there's something called winter wheat, so there might be that. Are there like guards at the gates or anything?
You do not see guards at the gates. It is still the sun is still up and the gates are open.
Okay.
The wide engraved gates are opened.
How are they engraved?
There are multiple runes of Orlanth and what's the other one's name? Ernalda. So the fertility, earth, and air, and order, stuff like that, you know, or truth.
Hoftenor, touches the tattooed runes of air and earth on his own body and touches them on the gates and say, deliver me safely unto your houses, Orlanth and wife Ronalda.
As you move close to the runes, they glow faintly upon your contact with them. Do you continue through the gates into the bustling city?
Yeah. I feel blessed to enter this place.
All right, Jason.
Yeah.
You might not be the most well-known bandit of all time, but some people might have heard of you from in here. So do you have any plan to disguise yourself in any way before you enter this large, bustling city?
Am I wanted for anything?
No, you are not.
I might,
You don't have to.
Do you
I'm
have
just
any
wondering.
recommendations on how I could disguise myself?
Are you asking me, or are you asking the other guy?
I'll ask,
Also, Jason, are you really close to your mic?
I don't think I'm that close.
All right.
Am I really loud?
A little. So I was just wondering. It's fine though.
You're a little distorted, but
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I'm using my phone if it means anything.
All right. I don't know. Do you ask Hoftenor how you could disguise yourself?
No, I'm asking you because...
Okay. I mean, I guess a hood or something like that might work.
there's a disguise skill under the communications ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You could roll for
I've been
disguise.
considering whether I should disguise myself or not, or whether I should use the disguise skill or not.
If you want to, you can. It's all up to you.
That one
Okay,
might be good for one of your 10%.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trying to find it though. It's stealth, right? No, it was in... Okay, it was in communication. I guess I'll bring that up by 10.
All right. Are you going to roll for it?
Well, sure, but we're not there yet, are we?
You are at the gates. You are literally right at the gates.
And are there any high stakes for if I fail this?
I can't really tell you that. There is.
Am I actively trying to disguise myself to make it look like...
I'm just letting you know that some people within the city might recognize you, so it might be a good idea to disguise yourself. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay, it's why I'm wearing a hood. Like you...
All right. So you just pull your hood over your head and just kind of just walk in.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys enter Clearwine. It is a large, bustling city. Let's see. Are you going to head right to the Great Hall of Kalamar Kings, which is where the Queen would be?
I think I'm gonna go, or I'll look at Jason and say, shall we deliver this child first to Dornall Storm voice, or shall we head? Or shall we go to the Hall of the Queen?
I thought we were gonna give her to her cousin or something.
Yes, her cousin is in Dornall's household, I believe.
Oh, right. Okay. Would it be dangerous to bring her along?
The Penny, did you see any of the dragon attack? Did you see the beast attack your mother or uncle or father? Could you provide any description of it?
She shakes her head. Unfortunately, she did not see really anything that happened except for the aftermath and the wounds that her family obtained.
All right. Okay.
Jason did see it though, just so you know.
Jason, you did see the beast though.
Well, yeah, but you didn't tell me. You didn't really tell me what I saw. You just.
I know. So let me see. You did see a 15-meter long dragon creature.
Okay, and the one that we saw like the year before, and the one that we both saw was how long?
Was way bigger than that.
Like, is there a measurement for it or no?
Miles and miles and miles.
Okay, I see we're going from metric time to metric system to customary system mode.
Okay, so the dragon that you saw was like how? Yeah, I don't know how many feet are in a meter, but
I know like 5 kilometers is 3.2 miles. So
I think I may be wrong about this, but I think that a meter is 100 centimeters.
yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right.
a meter is about the same as a yard, which is about 3 feet. A
Okay.
meter is right around 3 feet. So if you got a 15-meter dragon, it's going to be about 45, 50 feet long, somewhere in there.
Okay, that's a bit. Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
It is, and the dragon was like a bloated purple dragon.
Yeah.
Like bloated as in like it looks like he's unhealthy, or like he might be
Overweight.
sick in some way.
He just looks overweight
Okay.
and large, and yeah, it was a purple dragon with yellow eyes. The eyes were piercing yellow, which is why you were able to see it so well. But as it flew up into the sky, you noticed it almost faded out of sight, even though the clouds continued moving as it was flying. That is what you saw.
Jason, do you know anything about dragons?
I mean, I saw the first one get summoned, but
I mean, I saw that too. That thing though was massive. It was like a building. But it was all brown, wasn't it?
They are not the same dragon, no.
In any event, we don't need to scare Penny with more talk of dragons. Let's take her to her cousin, and then see about what steps
You
we should take
guys,
next.
you head to Durnal the Storm Voice's quarters, or his household, which is near the Hall of Colomar Kings.
Yeah.
Inside, it takes you you have to ask around a little bit, but eventually you find, what is her name? Iona, which is the cousin. And Iona takes the child in, and her eyes go wide when you tell her of what has happened. And she advises you to go straight to the queen and let her know.